himself. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's my brother's, man. So, he's doing his thing. You know what I mean? Stay hydrated.
But let's see. Actually, I got a playlist right now. It's not all Minnesota artists, but I've been mixing like Minnesota artists within my playlists that I'm making, like under the artisanity shit that I'm doing. But so let's say if I'm trying to listen to some rap, Nucky.
Shout out to Nucky, man. That's my boy, man. He just was on here, man. Shout out to Nucky.
Yeah, Nucky dope as fuck.
Dope as fuck.
Shout out to him. Listen to Poems if y'all ain't check that out too, because he did his shit on there. But Nucky, Y Khalik, Pro Steve, Calhoun, AKA Kobe.
I don't think I heard of him.
He's Friday. They're doing what you call it? Is it Urban Lights open mic every first Thursday? Yeah, I think they're doing that right now. Who else? Juice Lord, of course.
Shout out to
SJ. We're going on a playlist right now, so my list thick.
He really made this shit. He remembers it. No, you good,
all these
bro.
niggas in my playlist most likely, so keep not even gonna lie.
There it is, bro. It's a lot of people I'm trying to like literally get in tune with.
So if y'all haven't heard them, so make sure y'all like, oh, who's that? Take notes, some shit. But SJ, the Afrocentric Ratchet, to get a full name. Let's see, we still on
That's a rap name?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, SJ, the Afrocentric Ratchet. So let's.
I like that. It's different.
Rap, yeah. I heard who else? I mean, some Lucian Parker raps too. I think I already said Y Khalik. If not, me, nigga.
Word. Can't forget about you,
RZ
man.
Shahid. I'm a fan right now, so I'm discovering myself type shit. Who else? I guess. Kaleem the Dream, of course. I think I already said Juice, and then we got R&B from like Puff. She's dope. I just discovered her recently.
I never heard who's that. It's a girl R&B singer named Puff.
Yeah, she's dope. I
was gonna say you
show that I did recently.
Send me some of her shit on Instagram or something, bro.
For sure. Puff, Designer, she's fire. I don't know. She actually a rapper too. Ricky Monique dope too. Fan of hers. Who else? Shit, I already said Lucian. I did because that's the singer too. Who else? I think honestly, there's a lot of Minnesota artists that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Do you tune into?
I'll be asking you this. Do you consider Lizzo a Minnesota artist? I don't think she is.
If she's from Minnesota, and like, yes, but because I would say yes actually.
You would?
Just because me too, knowing people that personally been working with her, they're all from Minnesota, so like I know niggas that directly work with her type shit like that, and I would say she's from.
So you would say she's
because I know people putting me on the Lizzo prior to her blowing up. So
yeah.
I would say she's a Minnesota.
That's
from Minnesota.
I mean, that's real, because you get, a struggle story definitely goes with success. So, I mean, you said you knew before she blew up, she was here. Clearly, she wasn't on type shit already, so she,
yeah.
I don't, but I
don't really know too much, like, about her background to a certain extent for me to, like, say, oh, you from here or from now. But based off of what I know, like, everybody that's been connected to her so far has been from Minnesota. Like, homie of mine worked with her. Then we got Sophia Ayers that's connected with her closely. She's from here. The girl that put me on was prior to the blow up, Minnesota. So I'm like, I think so. I'm gonna say I think so.
That's real. You think Minnesota has its own sound? The rappers here and shit. I asked somebody else that, and I was like, I feel like
I don't know.
Yeah, like you know how like most states.
I want to say
no, right? All right.
I want to say no.
I wanted to make sure
because I say that's a hard question though too because each state also has their own people within their own genres too. Because it's hard for me to because. I don't know if we have like our own sound. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I feel like individuals might have their own like certain sound. Like me, I like to experiment with certain shit. I know other artists like I like to experiment with shit too. But I don't know if it's like they stick to this sound because you got artists that do like drill shit here too. Then you got trap, you got R&B, then you got like the pop rap. Like you got still like the different subgenres here too. So I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know what the sound, because I couldn't be like, oh, if you want to know what Minnesota sounds like, listen to this artist. Like I couldn't put it like that.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
I can distinguish a West Coast artist and East Coast artist, though. So
I mean, even more so.
Artists, too, so I don't, and a certain Midwest artist.
I was just about to say,
so
it's like everybody's coming up with, it's like first, it's core, like you said, New York, Cali, they had their sound. Even, no matter where you're from in Cali, we could be like, that nigga's from Cali. I don't even be like, he's from Oakland, from stuff. That nigga from Cali. I'll be like, he's from Cali. Nigga from New York, he's from New York. Now, when we hear drill, we automatically assume Chicago. Mm-hmm. But now the Detroit niggas done went in. The Detroit niggas is in the dough, and the Atlanta sound never left. Mm-hmm. So it's like we got a mixture of that, and I feel like people ain't trying to even expand to be who they really want to be. They just want to go to that. But like, bro, no, the only reason I said that because there was literally there's like 10 of these niggas I saw him. Like I'll shout out to Motivation to Hustle. He posted them on his page and shit. So I follow that page and I be like, you know what I mean? That's how I listen to some of the shit. I saw like 10 dudes on there who last year they was rapping like they were like Lil Durk, Chief Keef. It was like a selective Herbo. Now all these niggas is rapping like they from Detroit. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Honestly, I'm like, what? Y'all niggas about to buy buffs and play hockey too next? Y'all about to play ice hockey pickup games next? Y'all not from Detroit. Be yourself. God damn, I just had to get that out, man. That bothers me, man.
But yeah, I feel like a lot of people too just be trying to like find their sound too, cause even thinking back to like some artists, I study people that I'm really shit, so I'll watch interviews and all this shit too. Like I'm one of them niggas like study the game heavy. So like, even like example, one of my favorite artists like Kendrick, he used to talk about how he used to like low key rap like Jay-Z until he walked into his own sound. I wanted to sound like this and that, so I used to do that, trying to be like so and so. He got his own shit together. So I feel like that could be a thing too, but it's like it's either a mixture between people trying to find their own sound or people trying to find what's hot right now. And then okay, I'm gonna do that. Oh, everybody fucking with drill. Alright, let me make a couple drill records, see if my shit blow. Okay,
I ain't fucking with that. Let me go with
pop now. Okay, let me.
It's kind of like when Auto-Tune came out.
That's real too.
Auto-Tune came. Everybody jumped on that. Auto-Tune had a good fucking run, and that nigga Jay-Z came in the door and said, "Daddy's home." That nigga dropped DOA. Y'all remember when he dropped DOA? Like that shit fucking stopped. Like he ended he ended T-Pain's career. T-Pain started doing other shit. T-Pain turned into a producer after a full-time producer.
Nah, people was hating on Auto-Tune heavy because of that nigga.
Because of that nigga. But we all loved it before. That's like the impact of influence. That's why it's like I can hear you saying like something. Maybe some of the niggas is influenced by it because the fact Jay-Z
are though. I mean, shit, because Wayne be using Auto-Tune too.
Even he kind of ruined it for Wayne a little bit though. A little bit. Because Wayne just at that time that's when No Ceilings was out too though. So Wayne was definitely like unstoppable, like Goku, God level blue form at that point in time. So that nigga, no one could stop that nigga. Like no one stopping that nigga Wayne in that time. Speaking of that, who's your top favorite rappers all the time? Top 5 favorite all the time.
No, we on the spot.
Yeah, man, we gotta get it, man.
Like, are we going like give me a number? Like, we going top 5, top 10? What are we doing?
All right, let's say this
because I'll just keep talking if you like.
You could do top 5 all time. All time. I want to make it easy because I know normally I've been asking these top 5 right now, but I feel like that's easy.
All time for me, I guess personally what I like to listen to.
Yeah, personally.
Let's say all time. That's a hard thing. I gotta think back. Okay.
It's about fucking music, man.
I'm not gonna put no order because I don't really have an order, but I'm gonna say Kendrick Lamar. I'm gonna put Outkast as 1 because I don't want to say just.
Oh my God! Pause on that real quick. I like you for that, man. I like you for that. No, dead ass. Because literally, I got into this debate on Facebook with about 30 niggas.
I need to get.
I got like 30 niggas. 2 of them niggas I know don't wear deodorant. You know what I mean? 2 of them was girls. They can't buy deodorant. I basically was saying it was when Drake. It was when Drake dropped when he dropped the Kanye Andre 3000 joint, and I basically was asking people because people, oh yeah, Andre 3000 is a great lyricist, he's a legend. I'm like, no doubt, but so is Big Boy. We got to take both of them. And niggas was like looking at me like I'm crazy when I basically said,
Big Boy got that shit.
I told niggas I think Big Boy actually has a fucking album out. I'm just on niggas shit on niggas, but. Albums out, but no, and I don't get me wrong. I respect 3 Stacks, but it's just more like why do we as a culture put 3 Stacks above Big Boy? And I don't like that shit. I'm like, how? Like that's why I like when you said they're 1 because I said that about Mobb Deep when Prodigy died. Niggas is Prodigy's this and that. Like Prodigy's not no fucking legend. I'm sorry. Mobb Deep is a legendary group like Shook Ones. We don't think of Prodigy lines, Prodigy bars, you know what I'm saying? Like, besides 3 Stacks, what's the only thing we remember from 3 Stacks, but that's not included with the group, is the International Players Anthem joint, because he killed that joint. Yeah. And the joint with Jay-Z, he went crazy on I Do. He went nuts on that. But yeah, I'm glad I just had to insert with that, because people always like try to count him out. I'm like, no, you gotta take both of them niggas. You can't do that.
That's definitely a big debate that goes on all the time. Like, you put them together. I'm definitely. if you ask out of the group, I definitely lean towards Andre and my favoritism, but I definitely don't fucking like slight Big Boy and kick him out of that shit because the shit that I like, he's still in that shit. Like, and I love his contribution, all that shit, and I'm a fan of his too.
Facts.
So, think I was Kendrick, Outkast. Damn, I got stuck that quick. That's crazy. I'm trying to think like my generation and back too. I'm gonna say Scarface. I'm a big fan of it because I've go back.
You said his name twice, man, so I know you really rock with him, man.
I just grew up on that, so I always go back to Scarface. And damn, I got 2 left. That's crazy. Okay,
Scarface is crazy, man. His tracks too. The shit behind some of his tracks fucks me up. Like I didn't know that the Mind Playing Tricks on Me was a song he made because he was scared of Jay fucking Prince. He was paranoid about Jay Prince. That's why. And then if you look back at how that nigga used to dress, Jay Prince used to dress. Like on that verse, like what he said, he owns a black hat like I own. Like he was saying all this shit, and I'm like, damn. So Jay Prince was really like God out there and fucking. What was they from Houston, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why it's like that shit's crazy, man. Mm-hmm. Great storyteller.
Let's see. I'm at 3.
I'm glad you're really thinking about it too.
Yeah, I don't want to go. Blah blah blah. Actually, I'm gonna put Tupac in there because I definitely. On my own, like discovered that. Well, my dad put me on that too, but on my own, I really dove into that. And shout out to Biggie too. That's an honorable mention, but I can't put him in my top. No offense.
That's real. So why do you say that? I wanted to ask you that.
Just because I listen, like I'm a bigger fan of Tupac than that, but to the extent where I was listening to him like a lot.
You grew up in a Tupac household. Yeah, that's what it was.
I listen to Biggie too, just I fuck with what he did, and we got the same birthday, so it's always love there. But it's like,
big baby.
But I definitely was like, I always gravitated to Tupac. I was like, fuck who he was.
Pac was just that nigga, man. It's hard to. I know what you mean. It was like he just had that swag, like that. It was just something about Pac. Like he was like, damn, he's a star. Like Biggie could just rap really, really good. Yeah, like Biggie was a cool nigga though. He was a cool nigga though, man. From what I hear, man. But yeah.
I got one more. Let's see. I only did one nigga for my generation so far. Okay, let me.
Do we have? Is there any goals to this generation?
I mean,
I'm not counting like Drake and the niggas.
I would say yeah, especially or at least on their way to be.
Who you think? The Baby. I get both them niggas' names confused. The Baby or the Baby, Lil Baby. Come on, man. They gotta do better. Why everybody want to be young? It went from Lil to Baby. Motherfuckers, man. I like the Baby though. I do. I like that track, that lonely track that him and Wayne put out. That shit was something. And I don't even like doing music like that. And that was like the first song from him I could say I like. And the other song from Dude I like is the George Floyd joint that he made. That Tribute joint. That was the only song I like by both of them niggas. I'll be like, then I'll be hearing niggas, he's the next Wayne. And I listen to it and I'm like, what is y'all talking about?
That's a reach, but
that's what I'll be saying to these niggas. I'm like, can y'all just let these niggas do them? Yeah. And even now with like NBA YoungBoy, shout out to him. I don't really like him, so you know what I mean. But still, shout out to him. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. He dropped his album. His album's going crazy. Niggas is, YoungBoy is the new Lil Wayne. Why can't YoungBoy just be YoungBoy?
I don't know. What's like your timeline?
Shit. Yeah, you ain't been on there, man. I think man. You took the red pill, man. He said he's out the Matrix right now, man. You know, I'm like the new Matrix. I got the blue pills, man. Just you know what I mean.
Damn, I still got one more motherfucker to think of.
Hell yeah, I forgot, man.
Yeah, me too. Let's see. I got a few people in my head. I'm back and forth between. I feel like I gotta put it. Damn, I'm back and forth between Wayne and Cube right now.
Wayne and Cube.
Yeah,
I ain't mad at that.
I'm gonna have to. This is my personal top 5. So
yeah, I was gonna say this is your personal joint. Like 50 Cent in my top 5, bro.
I'm gonna say Cube.
Cube, that's dope. Cube is one of the best rappers of all time.
This is based off what the fuck I grew up on, but because to this day I give a top 5 in this day, but like all time that's a different subject. So.
Alright, back off this, man. We gonna talk about some Minnesota shit. What's your favorite spots to eat at here, man? What's your top 5? Damn. What is? I'm gonna call them what? I don't even know what to call these motherfuckers. I don't like to call them like Cause I will call like black people food, but it's always not a nigga black making that shit. You know what the fuck I'm talking about?
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
Let's see.
I call it wing spot, a wing and chicken spot. Wing and, you know what I mean, one of them joints. We need to make a name for them. You know how they got like bars, pubs and shit? We gotta come up with a name with these. Like, what do we call these shits? We can't call it soul food because them niggas is not black, but